Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today new video about Final Fantasy XIV. This is a video about Eureka and Baldesion Arsenal. I did a run last weekend and I wanted to comment it and show it to you basically. That was my first ever run and I'm the one that died the most with a joke. Well, not a joke but a little story about my last death, but we will see that a bit later. As you can see, I'm on the middle of your screen. Something happened after that. We can. I shrinked. Yeah, that's terrible. Anyway, before the real video starts, I wanted to thank a lot the Eurekan Academy of Light Data Center, their community, and the host of that run, which is Meiko Shirogane. That was really enjoyable, friendly. I didn't expect that actually. I didn't expect anything special, but I never did that before, doing some runs with random people, but organized or stuff like that, and that was really enjoyable. I had a great time. I didn't feel lost in the run, and that was really great. I will put some link in the description so that you can check their Discord and stuff like that. I won't explain the fight and stuff like that. I'm not here to do a guide or stuff or things, but I wanted to share my experience in that. That was really, really great. I enjoyed it. So the first chapter, the wait and preparation, that was a long wait actually and preparation just to get into Baldesion Arsenal. You have to do some things. Well, first to get ready, so you have to ready your logos, actions, you have to write some food, read the guide, and watch some video about guides. I really recommend you to check that because basically I went into that into Baldesion Arsenal only by reading a visual guide, and that wasn't enough at all. You will see that later. But yeah, the wait was a bit long, like 20 minutes I think, just to make sure everyone is in time with us. And so yeah, we get into Eureka. I have to deal with Ovni. So Ovni is like a special encounter in Eureka Idatos to get into Baldesion Arsenal, and so they were searching for elemental, and that's interesting to see how we took the elemental. I didn't think that was like that. The thinking is that they wanted everyone to have the buff at the same time, and also try to not lose any time from that buff, so take it at the right time or stuff like that. I don't know what much I can say about that first chapter. So I will speak about how I came to be level 60 in Eureka. That took me like 2 weeks, I think, because I was playing with someone else that you will see in the video too. So that is Tomoyo. That was interesting to basically level up in Eureka and see the community.
So I'm just going to do the honors.
Sometimes there are like rude people, but most of the time that was really kind. to do that, to do trains of
very important
fates
to get
and
at least
stuff
one
like
hit on
that.
Ovni. Stay in the
To
safe
see
area at all times, dodge the
everyone
AoEs.
help each other and stuff like that. And I even think when it was current content,
is happening.
it was even
Cat
better.
spell it.
Well, I hope so, and so I will
it,
see
it happened.
that
When
tomorrow
dispelled.
too with Jeanne sous
Right,
enfant.
there's either an in or an out AoE right now.
But yeah, that was interesting.
Get away from Ovni.
I enjoyed doing Pyros.
And you can go back to them now.
I think that's the most interesting area, stage, or call it like you want, of Eureka. And I didn't like Pagos because it is too much difficult, I think. The difficulty is like Animos is basic, it's easy. Then Pagos is really difficult, that's a real gap between Animos and Pagos. And then Pyros and Datos is like, okay, I know how it works, so it's easy, quoi. It's easy, so
Once Ovni's HP
Pyros and
lowers
Datos have logo sections.
if you're dead and you
if
have
you
a
don't
raise
know
available,
what it is, it's on the right of the screen right
now.
now.
Chance that
It's like
the
special
will go out
actions.
in the
You realize that in
affected by anything when you're being
version
raised.
2.
So
these actions are like stances,
just
like
for safety's sake, about
things
now,
to not
don't
die,
accept any
like
raises until you have the buff on you. You can still get
shields and stuff like that. Some special spells.
Anshao at east.
So that help you a lot. There is even,
check if
thanks to that, in Pyros only Datos, there are even some ways to level up really fast. So we just killed the Ovni. And so we have to go take the Elemental before going into Baldesion Arsenal. So that will be the end of the chapter, I think. So you have that on your screen. That's interesting because we were like gathering around the Elemental. The other one, there was another one, but he died. But yeah, that will be interesting. That's funny that when the what do you say that? The lead of the red said that we can take Elemental. Everyone will run on it. I didn't even know that the Elemental have a limit. I mean,
make sure you get the
he can't buff everyone at the same time.
Arguably the most important
so that's why I had to wait a bit more.
Oh, you got it. Come in.
And in some cases, after your cutscene is finished, you can gather up on the middle of the bridge leading between the entrance and the Magia Melter and Logos Manipulator. People will be putting Shell and Protect on you, which is going to be
I went to my portal
a bit of a blessing for the first boss.
Baldesion, as you can see.
As Kat just put in Yell chat, which, by the way, when we're
in here, the second chapter of that run is the first steps in Baldesion. So just after that little cutscene. That's funny how it is organized. I really enjoy it. Like they know their stuff, you know. So basically everyone were buffing themselves and just like getting ready with logo section and stuff like that. As you can see, I had to craft some logos after using them, things like that. After that we had to wait a bit, get into the first encounters of the game, of the raid. That wasn't really difficult, but I forgot to use my stance and stuff like that. That was funny, cause, well, I was a bit stressed or stuff like that. Because I really feel like I felt like Baldesion Arsenal was on extreme difficulty in the game. That's what I thought before doing it. After having done it, I mean, um, well, that's difficult, but not as much as I thought. Because nowadays we have better gears than what was required in it and stuff like that. We have the best gear possible to get in it. That's what I mean. But yeah, that was the buff part. So the first steps in it, the chapter 3, first encounters. Basically that's, well, having the shouts about what to do and stuff like that. You can feel that it start and get into it and stuff like that. Even if these encounters were not that difficult, I can't believe that it was the first time people came in that didn't have the guide or stuff like that. Yeah, that's not much of difficulty right now. Just some little trash mob to get into the first boss room. So that will be our fourth chapter, the first boss named Art. There are two bosses at the same time, that's why the raid is divided by two. And you will see during the fight, well, we will kill him faster than the guide tell us what to do. And
so if you shield up Lena, that would be fantastic.
That's an interesting mechanic because you, if you drop Art life to 0, he's still alive until the other boss
which means it will be in and then out. So first of all, we're going
is
out,
alive.
away
They
from
have
the
to
boss,
die at the same time.
and then in
I
under
feel
the
like
boss.
this is interesting because basically if the other part of the raid don't do their job, you can basically wipe on your side by if you're not careful enough about the mechanics of the boss.
After this, just focus
the
on
fight itself wasn't
mechanics,
difficult,
already
this
dead.
one at least.
So he's going to summon his spears, and it's going to copy the
Just
moves
have to know your stuff,
We'll
you
need to react real quick to this one, so get ready to possibly pop sprint. So get out first, and then quickly, as soon as that marker disappears,
but yeah, we killed it really fast. And I still didn't have my stance at this time, so...
Now, he's already dead, so you don't even need to DPS. Another raid wide, so shield
that was bad from me.
Heal up. Use your Eurekan potions to help out your healers. This is another tank buster. If it hurts Lena, I'll be surprised. It hurt Lena.
But yeah, we had the good leaders in that thread, so that run, so that was really
yes.
that felt easy.
Okay. Right, so get
but I feel
boss,
like it
and then
depends
afterwards
on
to a spear once you see the marker disappear. So straight to a spear, any spear.
It's a red or stuff like that. So we have to wait a bit for the other die, and so we can get into the next part. So the chapter 5 going deeper on avoiding traps. I knew that there were traps, but I didn't know how it shows or stuff like that. So this is another Logos action that someone will use in my group to detect the traps and trying to avoid them. There will be traps everywhere after this point. So that this big circle, and yeah, nobody took them, but it was cool. Also, that's nice that we come here and join the other part of the raid and get ready for the next. So basically we will kill some trash mob right now, one by one, because some can kill you one touch. So that's the idea of this part. Next part is chapter 6, the random boss is at Raiden. That will be, well, I won't spoil that, but something will happen during that fight. To be honest, I didn't get a great explanation. I mean, I didn't understand every part of that boss. Again, the explanation is longer than the boss fight itself, but yeah, that's an interesting fight. I enjoyed it. I feel like if I come back, I will be more careful. So, like
1, and
the
let's
last
go.
boss,
So
we
first thing that
have
Raiden is going to do is a raid
a
wide
countdown
attack
of 20 seconds. We will do
This
like
is going to attack
limit
everybody
breaks on the
inside the
boss
arena.
underneath, like that.
Next up is Shingan. This is Tank Buster and will hit only
And as you
me
can see,
if
the
everything goes
boss
right.
life
Next
drop
up
really
is
fast.
Thundercall. This will electrify
Because
the
remember, we are synced
absolute
to level
outermost
70.
edges of the arena. This is nothing to really worry about, as you shouldn't
As
realistically be
for
walking into
gear,
the
and we
edges of the
are
arena anyway.
synced to level 60 of Eureka.
Next up is Amno
so
Hoko. Ranged
we
can always
can't
start moving back
overkill
towards C.
things
Melee
in
and
the
tanks can wait a little bit
fight.
longer until it starts getting casts, which is now. You can move back towards C now. Little
He's
bit
doing
further back, everybody.
some of his spells,
Alright, he's going
like
to backflip, get
limiting
inside his hitbox,
the area
inside his
of the
hitbox.
fight, or stuff like that. So I was
Inside
trying
his hitbox
to
once
follow
more, just to
what
make sure. And
the
he's going
lead
to
was
disappear.
saying and stuff
Move
like
into
that,
the
so
middle of the arena
getting
now.
back
Raiden will
or
now just
stuffing
reappear at D. He is at D. Look towards D, please. He is pointing towards A. You can move towards C. Move to C, C, C.
The boss have interesting abilities.
Alright, he has reappeared once more.
And
Next
yeah,
thing that's going to happen is another
it is
Spirit
at
of the
this
Fallen.
moment.
Oh, is it Lancing Bolt after this?
I died. My first
Lancing
death.
Bolts. 6
My
people will be marked
passive
with
of
an
Logos.
AoE.
That
You need to
Spirit
spread
of the
these out, make
Remember
sure they don't
didn't
overlap.
proc.
They will leave
So
spears
basically
behind,
for the rest of the fight
and
I was
these
dead.
spears need to be DPS down, otherwise
I
people
was
die.
so sad because I was
Oh, not just
the
people,
only
but
casualties.
all of us actually. This is a enrage mechanic.
Of this
so kill the spears, kill the spears.
Just because I wasn't I was going to A instead of C, and A was working, so
you can now focus on killing Raiden.
Well, I don't know if A was working.
Happen for his next. Yeah, it's just
I was
not
so
really gonna
sad.
happen.
Okay. Yeah.
That was Raiden.
There's one death, and I think Crowd.
And you can see how
Simply
much I'm good at
Crowd
making
will be
videos.
handling the sacrificing for this one.
As I don't look at the
Right.
boss at all.
Again, there's going to
But
be
yeah,
a room of mobs.
I was so
Again,
sad
letting me
to
pull the enemies back.
have died here.
There's also going to
Because
be a trap
don't
in the room
know,
up ahead.
dying in Baldesion Arsenal means that someone have to kill himself to raise you. When he kill himself, there is a chance that he revive, but if he doesn't, someone else have to kill himself to revive him. So that's really a chain of death. So yeah, I was really sad. So part 7 explores the maze. I named it like that. I will make it short, but I didn't understand everything. We had to kill some stuff in some rooms and things, but there is not much to say here. Just have to follow the red and kill stuff. At one point, you have to leave your party to a room. But that's pretty much all, I think. Oh yeah. When you go in your room with your party. One thing that is interesting is that you make spawn some. Well, thanks to that mechanic, you make a fate spawn in Eureka, so in Idatos, side of Baldesion Arsenal, and there is a support group that have to do that encounter, and so that they can join us in Baldesion Arsenal to help us for the last bosses. But yeah, that's basically it. We just have to kill some trash mobs and stuff like that while waiting for the fate to be done in Idatos. After that, we had the right to do a little break of like 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, I think. Nothing interesting to say in that part. Some jokes were made, but yeah. So next we have the chapter
that's all
8.
I ask of you, really.
Absolute
I'd ask a
virtue.
second set of ready checks, just to make sure people are still awake.
So fight itself was
And
easy,
also, please
easier
always
than
stick behind
what I
Very
thought
close.
it
Don't
would be.
stay too far away, because when you have
Well,
to go to
we were ready
dark
for
or right
that.
side, you might be too far away to make it in time.
With the gate and stuff like
when
that.
you stay close to the center,
cause.
on the back of AV, you have plenty of time to move.
As
But
Crichton
it
said,
was
it's,
easy,
even though you're
easier
ranged, it's actually the best idea to be close to AV.
than it should have been.
And you don't like the main tank.
And
So
basically
yeah, yes,
fate
stay
that spawned
behind
in Idatos
AV.
was
Don't
about
stay close to him on my side of AV. I'm going to start the countdown
making
now.
absolute virtue
Once again, once we reach 4
weaker,
seconds remaining,
because it
you
have
can
a
start
buff
doing
that
casts
it
and range
must
limit
be.
breaks. I'll be pulling on 1.
So if you defeat it in Idatos, you can
10,
remove the buff
9,
from the absolute virtue.
8, 7,
So the
6,
fight is
5,
easier.
limit breaks, 3, 2,
So as
1.
just like
Let's go.
last
So,
bosses, we will
first
do
thing
limit
AV is going
breaks
to do
on
is a raid-wide attack called Meteor. You can shield up your parties
and
Eurekan potions in
yes,
anticipation
but
of
more
this.
life, so that will be a longer fight, but still easy one.
Next up, he's going to cast Eidos, which gives him either light or dark. He is dark, so get away from the dark puddles. They'll spawn in just a second.
Wow,
like
that's amazing.
I feel very
elemental
targeted.
mechanic.
Right.
So basically,
The
if
puddles
he
that are
is
same color
dark,
as
you have to
AV
go
will
in light.
expand.
If he is light, you have to go
Oh,
in
yeah,
dark.
Medusa Javelin.
The only bad part is
Making a
that
big deal out of
Aoi,
that and forgetting it. Good job.
so I got killed by it because it
Next
was
up is
aiming at
Eidos
me.
going as Impact Stream. Treat this as a
But I
raid-wide
was
attack.
able to revive thanks to Spirit of the Remembered.
Go to the light side, light side, light side.
Well, that was unfortunate. I can't avoid it, basically.
Next up is Roll
Well,
Raid.
I could
This
have,
is a tank
but
buster. It's going to cleave,
know.
so do not stand near me.
As I'm a red mage, I could have jumped on him, so I could have avoided. But I didn't think like that.
Next up is Eidos, going as two sets of puddles.
But as I said,
But
the
he's
fight
dark.
itself is not
Move
that
away from
hard,
the dark
so
puddles and
basically
get close to the light ones.
easily killing him. Just have to follow the lead when you said to go dark or light or something like that. That's pretty much all for this one. So after that absolute virtue boss, you have to run through a corridor, some stairs, and the lead said to absolutely not jump at all. So I don't know why, but never jump.
Very important, do not go
And so
onto
there
the
is
blue
that cutscene.
pad right there. Just do not step on it. If you do step on it, you'll be thrust down onto Ozma's arena, and that is very counterproductive to us doing explanations. You can start lining up on the eastern wall for shell. Yeah, shell refreshes.
Chapter 9, Ozma. And that's interesting number for Ozma, because if you don't know Final Fantasy IX, Ozma is in it, and you have to fight it. That's an optional boss, but the hardest boss of Final Fantasy IX, basically. If you kill it, you can kill anything in the game. So we will have some explanation of the boss. A lot of explanation of the boss, actually. Something there is a mechanic that I will explain later, but there are some orbs that can appear in the area, and tanks must deal with it. But if they don't, that will destroy the platform, and so it will kill us. And something happened about it. As you can see, there is a lady down there trying to explain everything. But yeah, we will go that fight, and I will explain it to you. How I felt it was and stuff like that. So we have to
Black hole
jump
portal
on
that
the
corresponds
thing
with your team
and run
for
to
logos groups. It is
position.
outside
So I
in the
was
rings. For market
logos
groups,
2,
it is on
and
the main
logos 2
platform.
have to go,
Do not target Ozma.
as you can see,
Don't
the
do that.
opposite side of
Do
the
not
wall.
let-
Especially if you are arranged.
To gather here.
Yeah.
That's
Do not let
for
any
a
circumstance
mechanic,
touch
so you have to know to go.
until I tell you to.
Basically, all the fight will be here for us.
Refresh buff food.
Yes, if
Sorry?
your buff food has less than roughly 12 minutes on it, you should probably refresh it.
Can you refresh?
Let's see. If you have
So
all
we are
gathered in
ready,
your
we
party,
have
you
to
can move
join
onto your main
our
platform.
Magia group.
Again, it is in your group number,
And
so
the fight will start very
it
shortly.
also corresponds with your marks. And I would ask for the final set of ready checks before we start dealing with this ball. One final thing, though. Ranged and casters and healers, for that matter, can start the fight near the back of the platform. So if you're ranged caster or healer,
I really
just
enjoyed that
move
fight.
towards
I
the
was
back of the main
looking
platform.
forward
The first
to
thing
it.
that
I
Ozma's
felt
going
like
to do is switch
it
to
was
Star,
easier than
and
what I
Star
was
is
expecting,
also known as Get Away.
because, of course,
I would say potential backup
mean,
is already.
It can be on
to
my
my
side.
mind, all the Baldesion Arsenal was out, so
Yep.
yeah.
Right, let's see.
As you can
Force
see,
ready,
we are
Magia
waiting
1 is
for
ready,
everyone
Logos 1,
to be
Logos 3,
ready.
Logos 2, Magia 2, Earth 2,
They
and
give
3 are
first,
ready.
last explanation and stuff
So,
like that.
not really anything other to do than start the countdown.
That's funny, the
first?
guide is like, be careful, be careful, be careful.
Oh, right, yeah.
And not
Actually,
just,
I forgot. Tanks,
let's
all
go
put your
kill
stands
it.
on, get into defensive element. Very important.
Magic groups only.
Magia groups
tanks.
only. Still, you can use limit breaks now.
So we are doing more
Locally.
limit break on it.
So the first thing that he's going to do is do a lot
just
of
have
damage to
to
the main tanks
deal
of each
damages.
platform. This is pretty much just mitigation and healing
Follow
that is
the
necessary.
circles and stuff like that.
In a short while, he is going to switch his shape. It has been switched. It is going to be Star.
Ozma
to the
will
back of the
change
platform,
of
back of the platform.
form every time
Afterwards,
on
move to the front as a group.
the
Very important that you
fight.
do it as a group because his auto attacks have changed
That's
to a
really
stacking
interesting fight. To be
source of
honest,
damage. Or stack marker, rather. Next up is going to be a platform that will originate
my
from the
first
middle.
death of it.
A knockback that starts from the middle of the
I
platform.
was
You're going
so
to get knocked towards
so
the front,
stupid
towards
and
the front.
sad for that.
And do
I
not
died
stand on
like
the black hole
shit.
portals when this knockback is going out.
I knew it will happen.
remain
So yeah, I
stacked
was waiting,
as a group.
so I took that damages with that first group, because that's not my goal, but at least
Next mechanic that will happen is Black Hole. But just
at least
wait
I
for it
don't
to
get
happen.
killed by joining my group, and then
It
I
is
do
happening.
that
Move to your Black Hole portals.
black hole mechanic.
Tanks
So
will
I
be
got
taking
to
a
be
lot of
with my
damage
party at this
in
moment,
this phase because he is technically speaking in an orb phase right now.
and I rejoin my group.
Black Hole has happened. You
That's,
can move back to your platform.
I will die
Next
another
thing that
time.
is going to happen
Really
is
shortly.
an Ozma shade appearing at the
Wow.
back of each platform.
If I didn't die here,
Ozma shade is cubed.
well,
Get to the
that
back
would
of the
have been a
platform. Back of the
wipe.
platform.
According to some friends,
Tanks are still taking a lot of
I
damage.
did not know, so
You can now move back to Ozma.
that's really interesting.
Next thing that's going to happen is both
The
an
fight
Ozma
will
shade and
is a
Ozma
bit
changing
scripted,
shape.
as what I
So get ready to potentially move 2 times.
I read about it. So basically, we'll change his
The shade
orbs
is
and
up.
stuff like that on always on the
It
same
is a pyramid. Get to the side of
pattern
the
and
platform.
stuff like
Side of
that.
the platform.
That's really
After
that's
that,
like a dance actually. You have to just know your
Ozma.
steps
Get close to Ozma. Get
do
close
them.
to Ozma. Off tanks, get ready to
While
soak
doing
the puddles.
damages.
Platform 2,
As you
get
can see on
closer
the
into
right,
middle.
there is an
Main
orb
tanks
to take
stand to the side.
by the tank,
Stack marker is going out.
and yeah,
Holy knockback is happening.
something will happen here.
Platform
I
2,
took
platform
the
2
orb
fall.
and I killed
sorry.
myself,
Yeah,
killed
platform 2 is
3 other people
kind of
here,
fucked right now.
and someone stayed
Yeah,
dead,
they have most
dead
of us procced.
for the rest of the fight. I was really sorry for him
There's going to
because
be
I
an Ozma
killed him.
shade happening
And
alongside
I
the holy
stopped
knockback
playing
soon.
because I was laughing so hard. I
Shade is
killed
up.
5 people or more
You will want
with
to
doing a
move
mistake. Someone told me
to
after
the back
that
of the platform, but not in all the way back.
I
Not
basically
all the way back.
saved the world red with that death. Because
You
if
now
I
move back
didn't do
towards
that
Ozma.
orb, it would have exploded and destroy a platform and make the red
Next up
impossible
is a
to
black hole.
finish. Something like that. I tried to find some explanation, but I didn't find it.
Move to your
But,
black hole portals.
To
Black
be
hole
honest, I
portals.
was laughing so hard because I didn't want to die. Take the orb on the
Black hole has gone out. You can move
local
back to
chat,
Ozma.
as you might have. Here, people
Next
were
thing that will
shooting
happen
about
is
the
another black.
orb,
Ozma
like,
shade and Ozma shape. Shade is up.
like, oh my god,
Guys,
the
please
orb
stay
is
in your group.
coming, and stuff like that. And I was like,
Pyramid. Get to
okay,
the side of
I'll
the
take
platform.
the
Sides
orb,
of the platform.
I will die, but
Afterwards,
everyone
after
will
the pyramid has
survive.
gone off, get to the back of the
The
platform.
thing
Back
that
of the
will
platform
kill,
now. Back of the platform.
that would have killed
It is a star shape,
like
so
4
stay stacked while moving back
person
towards
or
Ozma.
5.
Stay stacked. Stay stacked. The meteors are going out. Back into the right. Back into the right.
That was way
Move to the back of
unexpected.
platform 1.
And
Move to the
at
back.
this one, I was laughing, but I knew that
Knockback
was
is going
really
out.
bad.
Wait for the meteor and then now adjust for the knockback. Off tanks pick up the ads.
Because obviously, if you die in Eureka, you
These
will
ads need
lose
to be
XP and
DPS
stuff
down.
like that.
If they live too long, they
That
will
was
enrage.
really bad. I don't know
There's
if
going
the
to be
guy
a Ozma shade
was
and
raised or not,
knockback
but-
happening now. You will want to
oh
move,
my god.
get knocked back towards the back of the platform. Back of the platform. Stay. Now move back in as a group.
I almost died here too, but
Back in as a group,
went to
everybody.
here.
Next mechanic is a black hole again. But wait for it to happen before you start moving towards
And
the
basically,
portal.
we will finish the fight, as you may have guessed.
Black hole,
But
black
yeah,
hole,
that
move to
death,
black hole portal. Tanks will be taking a lot of
I
damage in this
laughed
phase.
so hard on it because I was like, I was not like,
You can move back towards Ozma now.
damn, I died. That's my bad. No, my death is okay because, well, I took the orb, but killing 5
Shade is
people,
going out. It is
I
star.
was
Stay at the front.
laughing
Stay at the front.
so much.
And
I
afterwards
didn't, I
move
wasn't
to the sides
able
of the
to
platform.
continue
the platform
with the
now, sides of
fight
the platform.
seriously.
Move
That's
back
bad.
in.
But,
Right, next up, acceleration bomb. If you have one, go to the sides of the platform. And
well, after
wait
doing
for it
it,
to
I
fall
was after doing Ozma. So when we killed it,
meteors
I
back
was
into the right, back
satisfied
into the
because
right.
we succeeded. Really, I said sorry a million of times on my party chat and stuff like
Ads will be spawning as they drop down.
that. I
They
killed
have
people.
spawned. Off tanks
and
pick up the
yeah.
ads.
I think I have upset someone,
DPS down the ads.
probably.
Ozma Shade is up, you will want to move to the sides of the platform, Acceleration bombs have gone off. If you have one, stay at the sides of the platform. Stay. You can move back to Ozma now. Stack up. And that was pyramid phase. Next thing that's going to happen.
I don't have much more to say
Black
about
hole in a
Ozma.
little bit.
I still remember
Black hole, get onto your platform.
but that night, that evening,
your
where
platforms.
when I did it, how much I loved. When I died, actually,
You can
I
move back to
stand
Ozma
up
now. Next
and
thing that's going to happen is another
unplugged
shape. If you're a melee DPS, you can use limit break, but do it as soon as possible. If you
my
have any
headset
hesitation, don't
by
do it.
mistake and
See what
stuff
is
like
happening?
that. I wasn't able to play at all.
You'll want to move off the platform to the sides of the platform,
But yeah, once you have done it,
Afterwards, you'll want to hog Ozma.
I've done
hug
the
Ozma
fight
now.
on Baldesion Arsenal once. I think that's easy to
Off tanks, pick up the orbs.
redo
Platform
it.
2, get
I
into the
think.
middle. Main tanks a little bit to the
Problem
sides.
is,
Some stat marker going out. Holding
well,
off
that
tank
was
is
the
happening.
last opportunity for me to do Baldesion Arsenal, I think, because
And just try to kill him before the next mechanic happens.
basically, Jan is coming next
Good
week.
job, everyone.
Good job.
They already announced the raid for
It's a bit rocky in a few places, but a clear is a clear.
5.4.
And a clear is
Well,
something to be
that
happy
for
about.
5.45, so next year, the Telubrum Reginae, I think that's the name.
I
But
see
yeah.
lots of cutscenes. That's awesome.
That was kinda the last weekend before
Right, well,
everyone
there
goes
is
on
a treasure
Persia.
castle near the exit to the Baldesion Arsenal. If you want to, you can jump off the platform now. It will not kill you anymore. For the newcomers who got there clear, you can go
Anyway,
to
I was
Jonathan's
really
in Old Gridania near
happy
Powder
for
Falls.
completing it.
He
I
will be
got
able
the
to give you
mount
the mount.
now.
If anybody wants to know exactly where that
yeah,
is, then give me 2
that
seconds.
was nice.
He is
Again, a big
right
thanks to
here.
Eurekan,
Congrats to everyone who
Academy of
cleared,
Light,
to everyone who got sucked out.
Meiko, Shirogane for doing that one.
I cannot really say I apologize because it's not
selecting
necessarily
me
my
on
fault,
my
but
friends.
I hope you
in it.
can sign up for another run once we start doing runs again.
I wasn't
and
lucky
you'll
for
get to clear them.
the chess and stuff like that, but it's
As for
fine.
me, I'm just going to say thank
I
you all
have
for coming.
The
It's been a
Ozma
pleasure leading you through this run tonight.
now, so
And
Thanks, Roger.
yeah, that
I'll
was
see
really
you
nice.
guys some other time.
Anyway,
Thanks.
that will be all for that
Bye-bye.
video.
See yas.
I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing that one. I hope it shows here. Yeah, nothing much to say more. We have to get ready for Persia now, which is coming tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the video. Put a like if you did, a dislike if you didn't. Stay safe and see you next time.